always gonna be. There's things I can't change, like how I was raised. The Bible in my blood and the Bama in my veins. Ain't a pink bouquet in the flower store. I'm okay if I'm a little more dandelion, born to live free, riding on the breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In a bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns, I'm a little more dandelion. No stranger to a dirt road or a country muddy riverbank. If you're picking me, you ought to know I wasn't made for a fancy crystal vase, a mason jar, and old blue jeans. From my roots to my boots, I'll always be a dandelion, born to live free, riding on the breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In a bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns, I'm a little more dandelion. Oh, dandelion. Been a little overlooked all my life, but if you know where to look, it sounds like you might like a dandelion, born to live free, riding on a breeze on a summer night. Tucked back in the weeds, guess that's just me. In the bed of red roses, I'm the one growing up on the wilder side. So if you're tired of thorns,
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff 14.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Now start on the ground. Dowdle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. On the counter, Dowdle. And second down only works out for a yard.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every home run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block along to find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Dowdle again. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. He stops here, gain of about 7. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the 1st down. Bet him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Here's Rodgers. Hauled in by Bernard, left side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Slot man motioned over. To the air on 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Bernard. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the 1st. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really in the football dictionary of staying on schedule, that was it.
Rodgers set to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And right back to him. This time the defense was ready. That hit forces it loose. It's incomplete, so we've got a 3rd down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. So wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of ball can hit the ground on this side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now here's Rodgers. It's brought in over the middle. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf capping a 14-play possession there with 6. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you've got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. And his first pass falls incomplete. Pride connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He gets it again to Walker. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he's going to have the 1st down. Confidence that they could get it there on 4th and 2. And they deliver.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Now it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing on 2nd, Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Complete to Walker on the check down. And out he goes after picking up a couple. That brings up 3rd down.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He finds Worthy, complete. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get the big play just before half. 32 yards.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great shot.
Center of the end zone finds his man. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce finishing off a 9-play scoring drive to 6. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The Steeler ball carrier, Jaden Hicks. That's on the stop. A gain of 5.
And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, here's Mahomes. This is Thornton over the middle. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Chiefs a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. And that yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Walker on first down. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down, Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially when one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And he gets home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rico Dowdle in from 13 yards out. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Boswell is good on the extra points. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Man downfield. He's got it. It's Worthy. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City. Stewart's settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays, just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4 games.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Broncky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. The pitch to Dowdle. And they hit him along the sideline there. Pickup of 9, so 2nd and 1 upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3, and that's going to give the Steelers the first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And they just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. A motion the slot man right. Rodgers to throw, 2nd down. Bernard's got it. Boy, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Receiver gets it here on the end around. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Rodgers now on 2nd down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And too much on this one. As that reaches the end zone, it just keeps on going, Brock. Incomplete. It's its 3rd down.
And at that point now, Kate, where every one of these calls, every one of these decisions, every one of these passes scrutinize that much more. You try to go for it, push it down the field, but it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Play action here with Rodgers. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it, and he gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Got all of it, and this is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
Kate, remember when Sebastian Janikowski was taken to the 1st round by the Raiders? It was because he could make kicks at this distance. Today, boy, we see kickers seemingly every week getting this job done. It doesn't in any way minimize the accomplishment.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes now. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And a big chunk picked up on that play, over 20, and he gets him the 1st.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. Defender closing in and will take him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 25. So it's going to be 1st down Chiefs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Has him on the quick hitter. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trail by a field goal. Just a yard left to go on second down. From the pistol, give here to Walker. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 6-yard line.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Staying with Walker. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Walker has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. To throw. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into a good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
First down now, ball at the 33. Back to throw. Got Metcalf outside. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
And the Steeler first
Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
On the draw, it's Dowdle. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards. Rodgers not a fan of that call. He's switching it up.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Look to throw it. Rodgers going to get there, and he goes down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Setting up to pass. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
Obviously not a tough call to make here. It is 4-down territory from here on out. The tough thing is to find a play you can execute in this moment.
Need something big. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's broken up by a big hit in the end zone. What an effort there to prevent that touchdown. And that forces 4th down.
You just kind of feel this whole stadium, Kate, about to come unglued one way or another. Some in just glee and happiness, some in rage. That's how close this game has been. One big pass at this point, and we're decided at the end.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Play action. Now Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run with Bucky Irving. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Now Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to 1st before he's brought down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. And that one drops down, incomplete. coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. This one taken in by Atten. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw, Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mayfield now. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal from just inside the 5. From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. That's caught. Emeka Buka. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Buka, 42 yards. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Buccaneers 14. Ravens nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
After the penalty, it's Henry. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, this is Gainwell. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Ravens nothing. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson. check down here for Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Jackson now. Flush to his right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
And it's third down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55 as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the former Illini kicker, Chase McLaughlin, to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
That's good.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drives it in from long distance. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why, what we just saw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Buccaneers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mayfield to throw it. That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Bucky Irving. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 11 yards for number 11. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Mayfield down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mayfield looks to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Baker changing the play at the line. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mayfield with it once more. Flushed out right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That is caught. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and
2 yards to go, second down.
45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going up top. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a Booker. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Second down and a yard. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Those are some of the easiest yards this quarterback will ever throw for. He gets it to his man behind the line of scrimmage and then lets him do the rest. He wasn't able to break it for a huge gain, but it was enough for the first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A good save to bring up third down.
Found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run up the middle with Irving.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block.
Well, he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. A beautiful fake. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Yeah, he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
they'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here now, 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, And that will...
Seen down what they get down or lay down, you ain't getting down, you better run. It's been times I ain't had no bun, had to sit in there and run. 23 and 1, I'm shining right now, I've been through a lot. Mama crying on these jail, call my minutes running out. Didn't know where my daddy was, all I know that he a thug. He was selling and I was somewhere all the clubs. I was laying in the yard like a bug. I was trying to lay something down like a rug. On the block, I thought it can go home with a dub. I was stealing cars and parking down the street, not far from cover. R.I.P. that road, they in his chest with a on that ground, broke my heart, no more love. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm straight. I think I need a hug. I'm taking all these, just can't put down this. Got my hands up high, cause I made it out. I be asking God, why I make it out? It be nice, I just cry, cause I made it out. I feel at the top when you make it out. You make it out, 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 you make it out. I feel at the top when you make it out. It get lonely sometimes, had to kiss that mean me no good. In the hood, feel like I owe you something, tell me what I owe you, then I don't owe it. I wanna see me grow. When I needed help, what that is, loyalty. They love when I get on these beats, this sound like poetry. Voices, hearing them in my head, so I make the right choices. When you going in or sting like a swordfish. I know you see me crying in hell while I'm crying this. Katie, you watching me, I know you just enjoying this. A whole lot of jewelry, cars and clothes, my vision getting blurry. Won't let it brand me, my family ain't too far, I keep them right behind me. Made my mama quit a job to keep her safe beside me. I made it out, bigger house, ain't got enough rooms, go scratch out on the couch. On the road, that's when they hit the most, see tears running out. Ain't none I'm fearing cause I snap. I done did enough favors, I need some, they running out. Running laps around these, they put up, I'm popping out. Back against the wall, no copping out, no need for stopping out. You left too early, you left so fast. You left me, you hurt me bad. God. I made it out alive though, made it out alive though. Dang, I ain't ever putting WD-40 on this front porch chain. I can't, but I can almost hear that paycheck dropping in the bank. I don't know what's gonna happen tonight, but there's a good chance it's gonna sound like boots on the back porch, stomping on the 2-4, little bit of long leg clang. Tires on the church rock, Bubba shot the jukebox, bending them guitar strings. Cool, packing in some more boys, cracking on whatever's in the cooler line. Sure sounds like my kind of Saturday night. Hot damn, you ought to hear tailgate driving on that old Dodge Ram. Or all my rowdy friends standing around a bonfire singing Pickup Man, howling like some blue tick hounds. Man, I almost hear it now. Boots on the back porch, stomping on the 2-4, little bit of long neck clang. Tires on the church rock, Bubba shot the jukebox, bending them guitar strings. Cool, kind of Saturday night. Boots on the back porch, stomping on the 2-4, little bit along the clang. Tires on the church rock, Bubba shot the jukebox, bending them guitar strings. Coke, packing in some old boys, cracking on whatever's in the cooler line. Sure sounds like my kind of Saturday night. Sounds like my kind of Saturday night. Sounds like my kind of Saturday night.
Now they're going to bed, and my stomach is sick, and it's all in my head, but she's touching his chest. Now he takes off. Now let me go.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. On the ground, this is Sean Tucker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield steps away to his left. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
That's another Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Bucky Irving for the first time. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mayfield to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Mayfield on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Achane to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on a first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Out to his left. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On play action, Shuck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
To throw is Shuck. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Charlie Smith on for the Saints field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Here's Mayfield as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running the toss to Irving. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing, Mayfield.
To the right side, hauled in by McMillan.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The decision for Todd Bowles, and he says let's go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Tucker.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. A run once more with Tucker.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Mayfield keeps it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Shuck. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Mayfield now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
They go play action here with Shuck. Yaya Diaby. He's the one who got in there, and he gets the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now Mayfield.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Mayfield looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Running left, Achane.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Pulling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Shut to throw for it on fourth.
Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Smith now for the extra point.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Saints 17, Buccaneers 6.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Across midfield.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 30.